All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Sunday evening. Guys, it is gorgeous outside. The sun is shining. This is what it looks like outside. I am sitting in my bed today because I am worn out. So we are zooming right from my room. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with you guys. And if you are watching the rewatch, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch the rewatch and connect with your team. So let's go ahead and dive in. And let's talk about one of my absolutely favorite products, Ease. So Ease is part of our pain relief line, and it is an amazing anti-inflammatory. I take this product every single day. I take 6. I take 6 every day. I take 3 in the morning and 3 at night. This, I just want to tell you, it looks like Linda takes 4. I just want to tell you how amazing this is. In fact, after this baby is born, baby number 6 is born, I'm going to do a Facebook Live and talk about my 6 different pregnancies. And this will be part of that live because it's so amazing. Let me read real quick the ingredients. And so Plexus Ease capsules are designed to soothe away the occasional discomfort that results from active lifestyle. With the specially formulated ingredients in Ease, you'll notice your discomfort easing away. So let's go into the 3 main ingredients.
Mom, I need
Go talk to Daddy. Nope. Hey. Close my door. Tell Daddy, please. Thank you. Sorry, that's the only problem of Zooming while I'm in my room is the kids have more access. So 3 main ingredients. The green-lipped mussels. These are sourced from New Zealand. What they found is that when they started doing research on anti-inflammatories, what was interesting is that the people in New Zealand didn't deal with things like rheumatoid arthritis and all kinds of different joint pain and massive inflammation. And they started realizing it's because they were eating these green-lipped mussels. And so these green-lipped mussels are in and of themselves anti-inflammatory. So then they added in bromelain, which is an enzyme found in pineapples, very, very good for you, and turmeric, which contains the bioactive curcumin. And turmeric is an amazing anti-inflammatory. What a lot of people don't realize is that turmeric needs to be paired with a healthy fat. So a lot of times people will like sprinkle it on their eggs, or they'll take maybe avocado oil or olive oil and they'll take a spoonful and sprinkle it on and then take it. But Plexus paired it with the New Zealand green-lipped mussels that are already anti-inflammatory and an amazing healthy fat, so that turmeric can work really well with it. So this is like a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory. So those are the main ingredients right there. And then basically it just has some magnesium stearate and titanium dioxide for the veggie capsule. So that's it. 3 powerful ingredients in this little pill. And so so here's my little testimony on it. This is why I love Ease. With baby number 3, I got very bad varicose veins. And my midwife said, well, welcome to varicose veins. You will have them with every pregnancy from here on out, and they will get worse. And I'm like, seriously, is there anything I can do about it? And she's like, well, I mean, you can wear compression hose. You can, there's a couple of things here and there you can do for it. But basically there was no hope. There was no hope of me getting relief from these varicose veins. So with baby number 4, she was right. The varicose veins were horrible. And with baby number 4, I did not do a really good job of staying on top of my supplements. And so it was awful. The pregnancy with baby number 4 was really, really rough. So I decided with baby number 5, that was not going to happen again. So even though I would throw up my Slim for that first trimester, I would still take it. I wouldn't let myself not take it. So I took everything and I upped my Ease. So I was taking 2 a day and I upped it to 6. And I did not have varicose vein issues with baby number 5. I didn't have to wear my compression hose. I even traveled with while I was pregnant. And the same thing with this pregnancy. I have not had any varicose vein issues. And it's been phenomenal. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I can actually, now I take that back. I can actually tell a difference when I don't take my E's. My varicose veins will begin to ache. And I'll start that ache down my leg. And then I'm like, oh, I'm out of E's. I've got to get my E's in. So I will up my E's again. So it's a huge difference. I know that E's is what's making the difference. That anti-inflammatory is huge. So I love E's. I take it every single day without fail. And it has made a huge, huge difference. So this is an amazing product. The biggest thing is, if you are allergic to shellfish, this is not the product for you. You will have a reaction to it. So don't take it if you're allergic to shellfish. If you are allergic to shellfish and you are dealing with pain and you want something for pain, talk to us. Talk to your sponsor, talk to us, and we can talk to you about Nerve. We can talk to you about Slim, which is anti-inflammatory in and of itself. We can talk to you about upping your Mega X. Lots and lots of different options for you, even if you can't take E's. So keep that in mind. Okay, let me just check my notes here really quick. I wanted to talk about, we're going to jump in here. Okay, so the next, we're going to be wrapping up the renewed challenge really soon. End of February. Some people's are going to start ending kind of the end of February, beginning of March, really. I think my 60-day for the renewed challenge ends on like March 8th. So we're kind of a little bit over halfway. We're a little bit over halfway. So I just wanted to be really encouraging as we're coming to that close to keep thinking about those good habits. Even if you haven't done exactly what you had planned to do every single day, these are baby steps getting into that mindset of creating better habits. That's one of the biggest things I've been talking to people about when they're like, I don't know if I really want to lose weight, or I don't know if it's really, this or that. And I'm like, well, just focus in on creating good habits. We all need to move more. We all need better habits about taking our vitamins. So look at it that way, as in creating better habits. And those are baby steps. So we want this to continue beyond the renewed challenge ending. So look at it as creating better habits. So I'm really excited about that. That's been my main focus, is keeping in mind, okay, I'm really setting myself up to continue creating those good habits. Also, next Saturday and the Saturday after, we have the free training with Brady. And we went live. I saw a bunch of you guys hop on our live, which was so great. It was so fun. Mitzi and Linda were there, and we had a great workout. One thing that I loved, and I mentioned this in the live, was amazing how Brady had 3 different people that were at 3 different levels. So he had Mitzi that was kind of more at an advanced level because she's really fit and she works out a lot. Then she had Christy, who works out some and was kind of at a medium level. And then he had Linda, who was at a little bit of a lower level, and just getting into the habit of making those movements. And Brady was able to adjust the workout for all 3. And they all 3 got a great workout in the same space. So I love that about Brady. I love that that's his heart, is helping people move and move safely and move effectively. So if you've been thinking about coming, really come next Saturday if you are local. And if you're not, plan on doing it with us in your living room remotely. Get on the Facebook Live. And like, I interviewed Brady a couple of different times, and like he said, you do not need fancy equipment for this. You can use anything. You can use a can of soup to make sure you don't, as your cone, so you can do the exercises with your feet. You can use anything. You can use a step in your house, your stairs. You could use a chair. You could use all kinds of different things. You can just pretend too, because remember, it's about doing the motion and moving your body. So I really find Brady very encouraging. So I just encourage you, catch the live and watch it, and then join us next Saturday and the Saturday after, and kind of let this start planting more seeds of better habits as we are all plugged into this renewed challenge. So I really encourage you to do that. Okay, so mid-month, we are at middle of February. I cannot believe that. I don't know how that happened. I'm like, how is it the middle of February already? Lots of different things going on. So stay plugged in here. This would be a great time. This week would be a really great time to kind of look at the corporate calendar, to look at our calendar for Team Renewed, to look at Team Fire calendar. Figure out when the next 3-day challenge is. Make a note of it, put it in your calendar on your phone, and start inviting people now to the 3-day challenge. There's one coming up in March. So go look at these calendars, go see what's happening, and go commit to one thing. That's what I'm really going to encourage you. It's mid-month. Sometimes the beginning of the month can just take off, and all of a sudden we're like, what have I been doing? So I really encourage you this week, get yourself organized with what's happening over the next 2 weeks and into March. And if you start planning it now, then you'll be ready. So start inviting people to the next 3-day challenge if that's what you want to plug into. Start doing these things now. See what's happening. Guys, there is some really cool welcome to Plexus lives and Zooms inside the corporate Plexus page for your brand new ambassadors. Invite them to that. One should be happening either this week or next week. So go find that day, go find that time, and say, hey, I know you joined. Maybe it was somebody who joined 2 or 3 months ago. Invite them to it. This is planting a seed. Hey, I know you joined like 2 or 3 months ago, but there's a live for welcoming ambassadors. I would love it if you would join me on that. You can just, be in your PJs and grab a hot cup of tea and watch from your phone and send them the link. These kind of things, this is third-party validation, and this is planting seeds with your people so that they can be more encouraged to stay the course on these supplements. I have struggled to do this myself, and I know I have lost people because of it. So don't do that. Don't, the real work begins after we get people signed up. Plugging them in, keeping them encouraged. So this is middle of the month. So just kind of go look at those calendars and stay on top of things. If you've got brand new ambassadors who have, maybe they have some orders coming up, their orders are about to hit, end of the month, maybe they have their auto ship for the 25th or the 28th, check in on them. How are you doing on your product? What are you loving most? Remember to stay positive. What are you loving most right now about your Plexus products? And say, hey, just letting you know, your auto ship will happen at the end of this month. Is there anything you need to change or adjust? So those little reminders are really good for your brand new people as they start getting into better habits themselves, because this, you know what they said at Super Saturday, 3 products for 3 months. You're going to hold people's hands just a little bit for those first 3 months as they get into a better habit and as they get started on their products. So 3 products for 3 months. That's what you're really wanting to help your new ambassadors get through. So this is middle of the month. This is time to kind of go, okay, what am I doing? How can I help wrap this month up? Who do I need to check in on and follow up with? And what's going on in the calendars that I can plug in? And don't sweat all the stuff. Just plug into one thing. Pick one thing to plug into. Okay. Let me double check here real quick. Make sure I don't forget anything. That is pretty much all I had. And then I wanted to open it up for questions. Does anyone have any questions? Or do either of you? Since there's only 3 of us on here.
I'm looking at my notes. This is Mitzi. I'm looking at my notes to see if I have any questions. Hang on.
Perfect. Linda, are you sore?
So
What?
this is Mitzi. I'm wondering, one thing that I was curious about, there are several different ways to approach the new customers, and this is one approach that I've done before several times, but I was just wondering if you all have any good like responses to this approach that I use. I asked people on Facebook on a post, like, for example, you know, I asked, if any of you are interested in becoming my product tester? You know, if you are interested, let me know. And I'm just wondering if any of you have gotten any good results from that, because I haven't gotten any so far. So I'm just wondering, is that a good question to ask people, or what do you think about that?
Scaring them away.
Is it scaring them away, maybe?
I love that approach. And I've used it before, and I've had a decent response, like not a ton. But one thing that you might want to do is post it publicly, like I've seen you do before, but then go to specific people and message them privately and say, you know, hey, I don't know if you saw my post or not, but I'm asking some people to be product testers. Would you be willing to try some product? Because sometimes people will see it publicly and they'll think about it, but then they won't post because they'll just keep scrolling. So if you post it publicly, wait a day, and then go in and like some key people on your list, message them privately. Even if they're past customers or past ambassadors that haven't ordered in like 2 or 3 months or so, say, hey, I'm curious if you'll be a product tester for me and check out the new collagen, or check out and give me your feedback. That's a great way to kind of stir up that curiosity again. But Mitzi, I love that approach. It just, sometimes people just keep scrolling. So I always recommend posting it publicly and then private messaging a few key people to see if they pick up on it. Any input, Linda?
I don't know. I think I would be skeptical
Okay.
if I read a post about be my tester.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion, but I like the idea of reaching out personally
Okay.
to people, you know, about testing the product to see how it works for them,
Mm-hmm.
because it works for me, you know. But if I just saw that on a public post, I would be skeptical.
Okay. Good feedback. Good feedback. Okay. All right. Any other questions or comments? Linda, I was going to ask you, I asked if you were sore. Are you sore from yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I am doing spectacularly well. I mean,
Good.
I was significantly fatigued when I got home. I mean, I was really exhausted and wore out, but the only thing that I feel a little bit of soreness is on the back of my upper leg.
Okay.
But other than that, I've done really well. I'm just feeling so good about going and having done that.
Yay. Well, I'm so glad. Well, I loved it when you asked, you know, what should you do if you feel sore? And Brady's like, you shouldn't feel sore. And I'm like, woo!
And keep stretching, he said. Just keep stretching. He
Yes.
kept saying that. Keep stretching.
Yes. Great. That's so great.
Which is what I do. I need to do that.
Right. Here.
Yes.
Yay. Oh, I love it. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this Zoom, and then we can stay on for a few minutes and just kind of go over our weekly check-in. But If you guys are watching the rewatch and you have any questions about what we've chatted about or about how to get plugged in or just anything, if you have any questions, just let us know. You can comment in the Zoom post and comment underneath this link, and we will answer questions for you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, or whenever you're watching this, the rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.